If you are watching a video like this, chances are you're somebody with big dreams and big aspirations, but you lack the discipline and the consistency in order to bring those dreams into reality. So this video is going to show you exactly how to do that. While the desire is to be more consistent and get more done over the long term, it is extremely difficult to stay disciplined and consistent over a long period of time. And even though that this is a very difficult skill to master, it's incredibly important in order to reach your goals. Because if you can't be disciplined and consistent, it doesn't matter what your goal is, you're probably not going to reach it without this skill. With that said, let's get started. I'm going to show you 4 powerful tips that will allow you to be more disciplined in any area of your life. My first tip for you is usually not a popular one, and that is to wake up earlier. You physically have more time to get more done in the day because you're up earlier. Plus, you experience added benefits of no distractions. You can focus on high priority tasks. Number 2 is to get a physical day planner. Yes, I know all of you technology fans here are not gonna like that, but if you get a physical day planner where you can physically write your high priority and highest impact tasks, then you can go ahead and you can check off every single one. And this actually releases endorphins that makes it more satisfying to check everything off your to-do list. So it actually increases your motivation. And it also helps you stay organized and on course for what your high priority activities are. My third tip for you is to make sure that you're starting small and working your way forward. So you don't need to start getting up at 5 a.m. every day and working out twice a day and eating healthy and getting rid of all of the favorite foods you love if you're trying to get healthier. Or maybe you're wanting to grow your business, so you're spending like 5 hours prospecting. You don't need to start that intense, and in fact, I don't recommend that. The reason for this is self-discipline is actually a skill, meaning you have to work your way up to it. And so it's kind of like going to the gym where, you know, if you have never been to the gym before and then suddenly you're working out for 3 hours a day, you're not going to do well, you're not going to be able to stick to it, and it's going to be a very negative experience for you. And these are all the things we don't want to have happen when we're trying to build discipline. Now you might be thinking, I've struggled with discipline for so long, is this going to work for me? And this is where tip number 3 comes into play, because you really want to make sure you're starting small. What's realistic for you to stick to? If you're trying to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and you're trying to run 4 miles a day and you're trying to make all of these changes at once, you are getting in your own way. So start small, and if self-discipline is something that you really struggle with, start with something fun. So for me, I started practicing Spanish every single day, and this has allowed me to actually become more disciplined in other areas of my life that I struggled more with. So if you really struggle with self-discipline, I highly recommend you try that strategy. Now my 4th tip for you goes hand in hand with the previous tip, and that is to track your progress. A funny little thing starts to happen when we start making forward progress, and that is we don't notice it. Now you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I've been engaging every single day on social media and I'm not seeing any results. But if you're tracking your progress, you might realize that you've only been doing it for 3 days. That is not a long enough time to see results. Now, this can also happen in the reverse way, where maybe you've been practicing social media engagement for 30 days and you're not seeing the results that you're looking for. And this would be a case and an indicator to start looking at, okay, am I doing something wrong here? Do I need to change my strategy? But you have the data and the visual proof to know whether or not this is actually driving you forward or not. Now, 5 is a quick little tip for you, and that's to be very mindful and dedicated around the 2 to 3 week mark. This is usually when people become most resistant to change, and it also tends to be the point where most people start to drop off and stop with their forward progress. So you need to stay extra focused during these couple weeks, and this allows you to break through the threshold where now you're cultivating self-discipline as a habit. After 2 to 3 weeks of doing something repetitively and every single day, your habits start to take over, and it actually becomes easier to stick to, and it becomes more natural because now you're used to it. You might be thinking, I'm not motivated enough, and my my answer to that is motivation is short term, it usually doesn't last long, and it's usually emotionally driven. Now, if there's anything you can take away from this video is that self-discipline is a skill that is so crucial to success, and it's something that you have to master. And the great news is it doesn't matter how many times you failed before. It doesn't matter how many times you've given up. As long as you keep trying, you're gonna keep building that skill over time. So don't worry about how many times you messed up. Don't worry about beating yourself up. It's not gonna help you. Just get back to your schedule. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and let me know if this video helped you in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.